But they don't allow us to play the spike. Let's fight them together. What do we want to fight? Left, right. This what is the most important for us for this half.
And he gets to start Mel on Icebox. I don't think you can ask for a better start for Aspas or nAts than this map. Is that a chamber?
That
It's
is
a chamber!
a chamber.
It's a chamber!
Does this mean, I mean, with Harbor locked in, does that mean no Killjoy on this map? Because that would leave a ton of holes for the jail direction.
That's your very standard util early. There we go from
Up lines. Outlaw in hand in this round, though. Snakebite here to try and canvas the point, but it's Camo down already. It's the Outlaw. Now the game, Cove thrown up by Kiko, hoping to make some use of it, but Aspas is ready to fight him in this side.
The reason of why MIBR have had so much success on this Icebox map is how well they play around the harbor.
Aspas blindsided by nAts' emergence from the Cove.
Plus a reckoning to try and keep this momentum going. Break the Team Liquid economy for a one tag.
And a tech in danger. Verno converts it. That had to be a rendezvous there from Camo up to Rafter.
At the moment, but they're denied by that Molly temporarily.
They respect it. Now going to make the win through Rafters. MIBR have the hot foot. They've got to keep moving. Aspas just can't connect the shot as Artesine on 410 now. nAts will show himself in theory. Just in time, Artesine can connect. Verno and Shedham now have to lock it down. Camo low in the back corner. And it's on Verno. Newest addition to MIBR. Keiko got it to half. One bullet in the chamber. It's not enough. Kiko able to finish him off.
Broken. Opposite Team Liquid, not the greatest weapons actually. Spam through.
And they're inside the side. This is exactly what MIBR wanted. Trap them in with a high tide. Reckoning for Kiko. No plant yet. 48 seconds in the round. Though Penny's going to drop down and get the better of Verno. Kiko swing. It's good. Shedham dealt with. Cortesia can't hold. And a MasterCard thrifty here for TL.
Nats could be under a lot of pressure.
Cortesia as well might swing at the same time. nAts is overwhelmed. There's not much you can do. It's a verified high-low setup thrown out there by MIBR. And Kiko lingers too long in mid. Shedham's starting to gobble them up now. MIBR have made this a real competitive half.
Getting the sixth round feels more important for MIBR here than it does for Team Liquid when you're on this attack half. This was so well played. Look at this from Shannon. Those players just entirely occupied with Aspas. Look at the crosshair there.
That needs like those free solo forearms to make that kind of correction from low to high. Penny now is going to be here for the long haul as it stands, and Artesine walks into his line.
Spike down.
That's a spike drop too.
With both their Viper and the KJ working mid up. Like too aware.
Oh man.
They really are aware as to how MIBR love to play this area of the map. There's multiple lurks. Kiko is on one right now. The aim is just stunning in this first half. Maybe go for the full retake if that's an opportunity they might have.
The high tide, Aspas gets ahead of it straight away. Cloudburst here for Penny to play, but Aspas is going to go over the top. Camo's down. Oh, it is! What? Vamos Aspasin! Massive three-piece. Looking for more.
30 seconds.
He has come alive.
One enemy remaining.
Verno will supplement his effort earlier on. 4 for Aspas. And MIBR come alive, not a moment too soon.
What on earth was that snap to the player up top? You are joking.
More of that MIBR fans need to see. And again, very nonchalant approach for Aspas. He's been on these stages so many times before. Here, where is nAts shoved up here? Can't find the correction in time. nAts is going to ask for more. Verno eats the vulnerable and hopes.
Okay, Artesine does catch out Penny on the retreat. This is getting awkward. nAts is everywhere, taking duels.
Check. Patient. Waiting on this. Aspas! Can't run back against the nasty spray transfer. Shedham through the wall. Timing hurts him though. Camo deals with him. And now the push up over towards Crows. This Verno didn't have a chance.
Look at this force from MIBR. There's just 2 sheriffs. Artesine taking matters into his own hands.
Faces as they contact now into the A site. First challenge. We are Shedham taken down. Artesine. Shedham's able to find the spacing off of it at least, but Camo's gotten in there. Team Liquid now starting to scrap for the site, and it's only Shedham standing under rafters.
And for the first time in VCT, will deal a loss to MIBR and Icebox.
Zia handled all too easily by Penny.
Eager to take duels on this A-side Hunter Spirit coming through Penny midair.
Artesine handled comfortably. Just one blade was enough to do it, but he had more where that came from. Another great Hunter Spirit from Verno, but it's not going to be enough. Now to side under full control of TL, and a fight this bit to make it that much harder for MIBR to get back in. It's now or never, boys. Sees very little, backs out, Recon bolt comes through, Penny has his head ripped off, Cortezia finds those shots,
Last player
and
standing.
on the spike is Verno. He's gotten it to half, and they're going to know he's going to be there. They're too busy dealing with the rest, but nAts! What a way to end it! A Red Bull clutch as he sprays through. And what a gut punch to MIBR, their best map this year. TL, no respect, send them absolutely packing to start the series.
Could this be real? nAts on the Viper after we just saw MIBR struggle against that same agent just against Gen G.
Verno and Cortezia grouped up in link now. One last crack at this. It's bonus round, too strong for them. Apparently Cortezia gets in though, through the cyber cage in the back of sight, gives it a tap. Verno decayed down, but healing up. Kiko steps out, wide swing from Human now. nAts has to clutch this away. Almost gets there, but it's a nonchalant King Verno.
The game, low HP camo. Maybe he can make some space and can trade it off.
There it is, Cortezia, Zero and Panatech both go down. Nice little setup here.
Spike down.
Artazine,
30
Bulldog a little bit wayward. He's Verno in a clutch position again, and he delivers against a true veteran. There are two players that die to a shock dart in this position, but Verno wants to fight instead of use that util. Fighting forward, Artazine also with a decent timing through mid. Good collapse here. Spotted by Camo, who'll now get ahead of it in Boba.
Oh, I love this from MIBR trying to get control of B-Bay. This has to be a trade from Aspas, and he connects with the rocket.
Now we can double back. There's action over it being Camo is in that site. nAts also causing problems towards the top of mid, but Verno again! He's the kryptonite of the champion of old.
This is a little bit weak, and he is biding his time. Team Liquid, they would love to be able to push for some space together rather than feeling encircled in sight. Was that just spray?
But Camo is stuck on that line. It's going to be a tough fight for him to win. Aspas gives himself away now. Great paranoia for Sheldon to get him, but Aspas has dealt with. He would have had to find three. Clear of that util, more than happy to be the blunt object to try and crack A open, but he's just the solo player. He can sell ice to an Inuit. Sheldon cleans him out, but now MIBR realize the action really is over on B, but it's a Viper's Pit post-plant already set up. Short-handed as TLR. They've got strong defensive positions.
That was a great trade from Verno. That flash was used early. I'm not sure if Arthur was able to connect. Okay, just spam through. Normally with a pit down, that's a no access to sight moment, but Verno comes up.
He's not done either. Serial here trying to play from lobby. Serial killer, they call him, but Cortezia.
That guy for this team right now finds the trade up to Panatech. All right. Going to be satisfied with that little play.
But that is emblematic of the changes made to Sunset. You no longer have that kiosk to hide behind when you're trying to play post-plant there.
Probably for the best he didn't, because he was getting spammed through.
Maybe he just thought better of it not to. Into the site they are. Paranoia really hitting hard. Confusing here for Artazine. Camo now will look to step out. Some good old-fashioned fights here, and it's, of course, blood for halls. So TL don't have to overextend. There's no undue risks that need to be taken here. nAts, though, getting chunked low with this wallbang spam, and Verno again is the one that puts MIBR on the board in this round. All out to the sun they go! And Panatech will end the round. It's just nAts. No plant yet for TL. TP from Shenum heard as he gets back into Boba, and he shows a little bit of leg.
Spotted out, drone going to come in from Verno. nAts forced to dodge that for now. The Sova has not been able to recover a decent weapon. He's just got the classic Verno versus nAts again.
Verno shoulder piece here, nAts is ice cold. He's ice cold. He's just got enough time to find the plant. Gets it in. Will be spotted out by Verno. It's time to fight. Verno is 35, very low, but he has to drop on nAts, who's watching the other corner. Ring around the rosy, but nAts now is convinced that this is the line he's looking for.
He's on it.
Safer line, he's not one and done. Tark, but Camo doesn't care. Slides on in, detained though. Will there be a double swing? Yes, Artazine overwhelmed. To the top box of Ali, but Cortezia will play just on the vestiges of it. See Kiko coming. They've overestimated themselves, Team Liquid.
Spike down A.
A bit of a misassumption made about the position of the Cypher, and it's punished eventually. They bring Cortezia down. Verno's comfortable in his element, you'd think. Serial's able to pluck him out.
Oh, he just assumed another player wouldn't be coming from elbow.
This is now Aspas's chance to show us where the heck he's been all week.
30
A
seconds.
1 versus 1, and he's dealt with by Serial.
Get an opener.
Crossfire broken up though. This is scary for Panatech. He's hit with the paranoia, but oh, Aspas taken down. Kiko's on the box, and that wasn't smoked for. 1 for 1. Shenum Sheriff claims him, but Camo now is dug in and ready to deliver.
Last player
Cortezia,
standing.
first casualty in the last round, now has to go big to clutch it. Just a stinger. Almost enough for nAts, but not quite. Camo exits with 3.
Cross over towards spawn side. It's not in the one way. So Kiko gets that opener. Fair enough, MIBR multi-swing to find that trade. But then they're at such poor ranges with the weapons that they've got. No real Team Liquid, they have 3 players here again.
Walking this again. Okay. Oh shit, I'm punished for going for the orb. Nats ready to cover.
Spike
That is
down
just
A.
centimeter perfect.
These trades are just coming too slow from MIBR. The swings are getting watched for. I mean, I'm sorry. How has that timing occurred? Hero, MIBR, they want to pivot over towards him, but Verno's facing in mid.
Okay.
Beautiful tap.
A multi-face coming out of Verno, though. Look at that cool calm collector, but couldn't quite convert.
Grenade!
Into market.
Last player
Swings it, and
standing.
there it is. Nats is handled. But Kodazir and Aspas are doubled up for it. Little swing, little peek. There it is. MIBR get one, finally. A loosened grip on 8 for TL. Fast lane, Patatector wants to hang around. He knows the death blow is there. The Damocles sword hangs above MIBR as they await their fate. Kodazir has to get them out of here. Neural theft to see Kiko and Serial lining up for a double face until the hope of Brazil is vanquished. A missing world champion for MIBR. And Nats' arrival heralds victory for Team Liquid. 1-1 in the tournament.